Hi, my name is Adam and I'm a student in LIT.
Hello, my name is Robbie and I'm a second year film student in LIT.
Hi, my name is Ellie McCarthy and I am a second year student in creative broadcast and film production in LIT.
My name is Jimmy. I'm a third level student at LIT studying creative broadcast and film production, and I've been studying from home.
Waking up and getting into the chair is not the same as waking up and going down and having breakfast, eating cereal, drinking orange juice, making a cup of coffee, having that, getting a nice tall glass of water, it's not the same as just getting out of bed and crawling onto the seat and turning on the computer. I actually had to make a routine for online college because I was losing it for a while. Like, I was genuinely, as I say, crawling out of bed and onto the computer. Water is probably the biggest thing. I drink about 4 or 6 liters a day. Definitely important for this. Water, getting up, moving around, so I'm not stuck in this chair all day, because you'll get up and then your legs here become dead. You won't be able to walk around. It's tough. It's actually tougher than you'd think, sitting down at a computer from 9 o'clock till 6 o'clock. That's what. It's enough hours. I'm not good at math. It's enough hours. Yeah, so you're gonna run into technical difficulties. Everyone does. There's nothing you can do about it other than troubleshoot and just work through it. Some things are temporary fixes, and then it happens again, and then you have to find something new. It's just the pain of using a computer for something like consistently. Things are going to go wrong and you're just going to have to deal with it. So it's a real pain working through that, especially when lecturers are having issues, and then everyone in the class is affected by a lecturer having an issue because, like, let's say their mic doesn't work, then what they have to type it, type the lab out, it doesn't work. If a student has a technical issue, it's kind of just, their problem, they have to deal with it. So you should always have a backup, a phone or something even.
So I start college every day at 9. I get up usually about 8 o'clock usually, and I get up and I'll have a cup of coffee and I'll have my breakfast. I kind of have that hour to kind of relax my mind and to kind of, just to wake up. And then once I sit down, then it's 9 o'clock. But I'm moving from the kitchen to my bedroom. So already there, I've had to create a dramatic shift from home mindset to work mindset. Like, automatically I just have to shift over. I can kind of stay focused and stay on task for the first 2 hours, and then naturally, as with any day, naturally you're going to start having a few lulls and a few kind of moments of boredom essentially. But the only problem is I'm having those moments at home. So when I have those moments I'm automatically looking around me going, man, what's around me? And I'm picking up my phone, I'm fidgeting with bits and pieces. I want to go over and boil the kettle, but I kind of can't. But it can be a challenge, and it can be difficult to stay focused, and it can be difficult to switch off in the evenings, because then you're finished at 6, and now you're trying to relax again meters away from where you work, and now it's the opposite problem of you're just trying to relax and not worry about any responsibilities. And then you're thinking, oh yeah, but I got this assignment to do, I got this to do, I got this to work on. So it can be tough trying to manage my attention. So I think that's the biggest problem for me.
One of the major problems faced by students is definitely motivation. Personally, I never used my home for study or for work. I always worked in the college, or I've never worked from home until the pandemic started. So trying to have that motivation every day to get up and do your work and go to all of your classes can be so difficult. You start wearing the pajamas to the Zoom calls, and you start lying in bed, and you have your lecture in the background, or you just don't show up anymore. We're expected to kind of follow the same workload that we used to have in a personal setting. Like, we're trying to work together as groups, while all of us are at home. We're all on different schedules now because, Our lives have changed completely in the last year. I think communication has definitely been a really big problem within college in general. The communication chain is just broken. It's not the same as it was before. People are getting punished more than they're getting praised, and it's just not ideal in the current situation that everyone is facing. Mental health in general is something I feel very strongly about, but within the college setting, especially the online college setting, it has just really taken a toll on most people. I think anxiety is going to be a major issue with students after the pandemic, let alone currently. When we all have to go back to normal, they're going to expect us to be able to follow the level of work that we had done before, which just is insanity, and it's not possible. Our workload was way more than what we had done on campus, but the quality had decreased. If something goes wrong, you're on your own. They're going to expect third year level work that we will not be able to offer at the start. We're going to have to remember things, redo things. I honestly don't see any benefits to online college. Maybe, you don't have to pay for digs, and you don't have to pay for rent, and you don't have to commute. That is like minuscule to all the benefits that on-campus college has to students. You get to see your friends, you get to socialise, you learn so much more than just the tools that you're learning in college. You gain so many things from being in college. Wi-Fi definitely is a big thing that everyone has had to deal with. I've had to deal with it. I live in a rural area, and 3 people in my home attend college. So you have 3 people trying to use really bad internet for a few hours a day. It just doesn't work. A white little yappy dog, and will start barking and yipping and going crazy while I'm trying to do college. Your friends laugh at you when she starts going, and it is funny, but when it happens for like the 4th time that week, you do get a bit fed up. We were left behind. We were given no guidance, really. We were expected to follow a level of work that was just, it's not reachable. People's mental health has suffered tremendously, and if it hasn't, their social lives have changed, their routines have changed, our entire lives have changed, and it's going to be really hard to go back to normal.
A lot to take away from the whole work from home scenario. Obviously, it wasn't ideal to work from home, especially in my course personally, a practical course. So there was a lot of lab work and things to be done from home. It's been hard, and it's definitely been stressful at times for a lot of people, some more than others. But in the end, we probably learned a lot more than we think we did, just with having to work around such big problems working from home and working remotely on group projects and things. But after actually doing it, I'm glad that I had the opportunity to do it. I know that sounds crazy because a lot of people hated it, and we can say it'll stand to us in the long run. All college students and secondary level students and just people working from home in their everyday jobs, and we know going into our futures and into our career paths that we'll be able to work remotely, and I feel that kind of thing will be a lot more prominent in everyday Ireland and all over the world. Really, you could work full time all week from home, and that could be your job for the rest of your life. So this kind of has given us the foundations to show us that how to go about it. It's not really what we signed up for. We expected to be in college, we expected to be with our friends, and we expected to be on campus every day. We could have never guessed that something like this would happen. I believe that's why it's so hard, is because we're not seeing our friends, we're not having any social interactions with anyone outside your household, or it kind of told me as well to it's really important to keep in touch with your peers, and your classmates. Me and my friends often have Zoom calls just to wind down and talk about things that aren't college, and that's our social interaction. And to begin with, that was so alien to us, and that was so different. But now after doing it for so long, we're actually so used to it by now, and we look forward every week to going on a Zoom call, and that's our interaction. It's a real achievement that we've gotten this far in doing it, and no matter what level you're at or how well you did, you still got through it in the end, and I think that will really stand to us in the long run.